Now, as much as I am a believer in self-empowerment and bigging yourself up and filling yourself with confidence rather than putting yourself down, there are times that we have to be real with ourselves and have real conversations with the man in the mirror. We're 8 months into the year. 8 months into the year. And a lot of people are nowhere near the goals that they had set out at the very start of the year. They're nowhere near reaching their objectives. Yet they are complaining. Yet they are moaning. Yet they are dragging their feet on the floor every single day that they go about their business. You've got to get real with yourself. If you're not where you want to be, and you'd previously set out some objectives, some things that you would like to have got done by a certain point, but today you are nowhere near those objectives, you've got to have an honest conversation with the man in the mirror and say, hey man, what is going on here? What's going wrong? Where am I not understanding what it takes? A lot of the time, the reason why we don't do as well as we want to, or don't achieve the things that we want to achieve, is actually the fact that the goal is not the correct goal. It's not the right objective for you. Or at least the reason behind why you're doing it is not strong enough to get you to do it. You've got to have a really strong motivation. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're a really poor timekeeper and you struggle to turn up to work on time, you struggle to turn up to events on time, you're always the guy who's stressing and running around and late and just looking like he's going to trip over his own feet at any given moment. He's that worried about his timeliness. Now, if you say to that individual, look, we've got a meeting for next Tuesday at 1 p.m. If you're not there dead on time, you're fired. If you're not there dead on time, I'm going to fine you £100,000. That person's going to turn up on time. Now, that is the absolute extremity, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, when the reason is strong enough, when the why is deep enough, you turn up, you get it done. Now, in that instance, I've used punishment, I've used negative reinforcement. Now, you don't have to do the same thing for yourself, but you really need to figure out what gets you firing. What is the motivation that would make you jump out of bed to get the tasks done that you need to get done? And if you don't understand that, you need to ask yourself some questions. What is it that you want to do with your life? What is it that you would like to achieve within your life? What kind of future husband do you want to be? What kind of future father do you want to be? What do you want your family set up to look like? Do you want to live in a poor neighborhood? In a dangerous neighborhood? Or do you want to live in a nice big house with a beautiful garden, with a safe gate that protects the house and protects your family? Most people will choose option B. But most people also understand that in order to have option B, you have to do something special. You have to work very hard and you have to think outside of the box. So that you can take these things and put them together. If you have a strong motivation to have a beautiful family who are safe, happy and loved, living in a nice area where they don't have to worry about, crime too much. I mean, in England, it doesn't really matter where you are. There's areas where you'll be fine, but sometimes we are surprised. Even in the nicest areas, terrible things happen. I guess that's just Europe at this current stage, where we are right now. However, if you have a motivation, as I said, to have a family with lots of nice things and that is safe, maybe you can start to think of that a little bit more often. You might feel like you're a really long way away now. Like, I'm not going to have a family for 10 years, I'll worry about that then. Well, if you take that approach, What's going to motivate you for this current 10-year period that you're going through right now? Well, nothing's motivating you at the moment, so maybe that's a start. Maybe you need to start thinking about your future family with everything you do. Maybe you need to start thinking about your future wife, this beautiful woman who's going to give you so much, support you through your difficult times, bring so much joy into your life, love you, care for you. Think about her today. Maybe you've not even met her yet. But when you wake up every morning and you're just about to hit that snooze button, think about this beautiful family that you want. Think about this beautiful life that you want. And evaluate again whether you are going to snooze. Evaluate again whether you are going to take it easy. Because I guarantee that if you do take it easy and you make a habit of that, that perfect image that you have of a family, a loving wife and lots of money, all the money that you need to protect those people, is going to decrease in probability every single time that you hit the snooze button, every single time that you take a day off, every single time that you slack. It's harsh, but it's the truth. Accumulated habits can either do one or two things. They can impact you in a positive way or a negative way. Choose the positive way. Pick the right habits. Pick good habits. Do things on a consistent basis every single day that are going to get you closer towards your goal, not further away from it. Now look, we're not robots. You need sometimes to just come home after a long day and take a little bit of time to sit down, relax, allow your brain to rest. You know, maybe you've been sat at a desk all day, typing, calling customers, speaking with clients, and your brain is just fried. Take some moments to rest. Find a bit of balance. But don't turn into a sofa. You know? Don't mold yourself into that sofa by being there too often, tattooing yourself into the fabric. It's not really enough in 2025 to just work and have a thriving life. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. But generally speaking, if you want an exceptional life, you have to do exceptional things. So when you come home from work, that is the time to work on the little projects that you've got going on outside of work. That is the time to take care of your physical health. That is the time to improve your knowledge and skills. This is where you can start to get ahead. Compared to maybe where you were or where you have been, avoiding the good habits, choosing the bad habits, this is where you start to get ahead, and this is where the most successful people that you look up to in the world, they get ahead. They use their time wisely. They have a free slot of time. They're not eating Cheetos, sat watching the Star Wars prequels. They're great films. It's very tempting. However, there are moments for work. There are moments that are so crucial that most people skip over. That couple of hours could be the difference between you making thousands of pounds and not. You might get one sale that comes from you just deciding to go on the computer, you just deciding to make that piece of content or do that particular thing that you do. You know, you weren't planning on it, but you saw you had a bit of time, you've developed some good habits, and you just decided, you know what, I've got a bit of time, I'm going to go for it. And that generates you thousands of pounds. That generates you tremendous wealth. But if you don't build up the good habits, it's unlikely that you ever really make these decisions. So start to really question why it is that you want to achieve your goals. Establish that motivation. Make sure that you have a motivation that is supremely strong. Supremely strong. I'm talking Brock Lesnar strong. It's got to be so firm. You cannot be relying on the flimsy motivation, the materialistic things, nice clothes, nice watch, money. You know, think deeper, think beyond the money. Okay, I would like lots of money so that I can provide for my family. I would like lots of money so that I can send my mum and dad £10,000 each. Have a nice holiday, you know? Think deeper than just the materialistic, and then the motivation will come. And when the motivation is there, the specifics become easy because you don't really have to think about it. The price of not doing the painful activities, the price of not doing the boring activities is too much. And that is where the progress comes in. That is where the results start to come in. The motivation's strong, the consistency is there, the results will come. So look, we're in August now. A lot of time has gone by. We've not got a lot of time until we're in 2026. So make a promise to yourself that with the time you have left this year, after watching this video right now, you are going to start. You are going to lock in. You are going to focus. And you are going to progress. No more waiting, no more procrastinating. Because if you keep doing that now, you'll never stop. You'll never stop. The time to realize your potential was yesterday. But you don't have a time machine. So you are going to have to settle for right now. Anyway, guys, look, I hope you took some value from this video today. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel for much more from me. Look, if you are interested, I run a free men's Discord community, and if you're a man on a mission wanting to make some changes in your life, both personally and professionally, I'd recommend that you join this community. There's over 25 like-minded guys within that community right now, making great changes both personally and professionally. And if you want to join them and experience similar results, the link's down below in the description of this video. Click the link. I'll see you on the other side. It's absolutely free. And look, if you are wanting to hop on a one-to-one coaching call with me, I am offering my coaching services. The link is down below in the description of this video. Simply click the link, book yourself a slot, and I will see you on the other side also. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you for your time and your attention, and I will see you in the next one.